I'm gonna break down, as you can see by the title, this NZDJPY trade, just so you guys can get familiar with how I trade. If you've watched my videos already in the past, then you should know how I trade. And these videos are just getting you familiar with my strategy and just allowing you to see the process, which I take time and time again to catch the same type of setups. So let's get straight into it. From the weekly perspective, how I was looking at this here was, please just zoom out a bit. This is what I like to do on the weekly time frame. I like to zoom out to about this type of perspective on the chart, and then mark up my support and resistance levels. And then once that's done, I'll kind of just more zoom into where price is at, and then I'll analyze what's happening. So what I can see from just looking at all of this up to here, price is clearly an uptrend. We flipped from being bearish to bullish. So since hitting this key level of support on the weekly, price bounced and ultimately reversed, stopped making lower lows, lower highs, broken this structure, made a higher low, and then we started breaking above this level of resistance, another key level of resistance. We did break that, and then as you can see with this candle here, we've broken that level, we've retested it, and now we've continued. Then obviously we've got another level of resistance up here, which is the next level of resistance price went on to tap. But from this candle we can see price has done a break and retest, had a beautiful bullish candle close above it. So from that, what I would have saw going into the next week, I would have been saying, okay, I've had this candle close, so there's one or two things that's going to happen. Obviously price is going to continue into this week, or price is going to pull back. So that's all I needed from the weekly. Done my weekly analysis now. Now I would head over to the daily. So following on from that, what you can see is price for this week would have closed on Friday the 11th, yeah? So price would have been looking at this on a daily. And then what can we see from here? Price is clearly in an uptrend. Price continuing making high highs, high lows. And in fact, we've just broken out this kind of wedge. So if we use this trend line, you can see price has been consistently making higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low. Then we had a bit of a squeeze here before eventually bursting out and breaking out. So yet again, you guys should know my strategy. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I trade a simple breakout retest. So what do I want to wait to see happen before I look to enter in the market? The ideal place to get in is on the retest. So we want to wait for price to come back into this level of support. Previous resistance and support has been tapped multiple times in the past. That shows obviously how valuable of a level it is, and that's where we'll be waiting for price to return to, back into this level. Market would have opened. We won't open on Monday like that. We're not interested in the market until we come here. This is our level of interest. Okay, we've done that on Tuesday. Now Wednesday, we've come into our level of interest. So from here, this is where we are. Wednesday, price to come into our level. Let's now head over to our lower time frame. Wednesday, from the 4-hour perspective, see again we've had a nice push, and then we've come back to retest the level. I like to aim for the highs, and the next highs of resistance were up here. That's the level I aim for, and as you can see, the level is tapped beautifully for reversing. So this is just the 4-hour. The 1 hour is my time frame to enter. We want to look, see if we can get any structure breaks on the 1 hour, and we did. So Thursday is when we get our structure break. As you can see, tapped our level on Wednesday, then broken structure on Thursday, 2 a.m. this candle, 2 a.m. close. So 6 a.m. comes, you see we're looking at the market now, and this is candles that's formed. We've had our break of structure, we've then made a higher low, and then price closed like this at 7 o'clock. The start of my trading session, now I can start looking to trade and enter some positions. So got that candle close like that. Obviously not the best bullish close, but I'm not taking the trade based on this candle close. I'm more taking it off based off the fact that price has already broken structure, made a higher low. This just happens to be where price is at right now, but we've closed like that. I like that price has already broken structure. That's my key thing. I need to see a change in structure. Price was obviously bearish on the way down, then broken that structure, which is essentially a change in the structure. So now I'm expecting price to continue on that bullish move. So we've entered there. Our stops would be at the low, and then I target that next high, like I said, from the 4 hour. So if we look, boom, tapped our target and then immediately reverse from there. So price hit for 1.8R, which is a textbook trade, simple breakout retest. I've showed you how I go from the weekly all the way to the 1 hour to get my entry, and I'm going to put on the screen right now the profit for this day. And as you can see by my MT5 terminal, here's obviously the profit, 1.3R I end up coming out at. So yeah, that's textbook trade for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. These videos show you exactly how I trade and get from A to B from the weekly down to the 1 hour to get my entries. Catch you on the next video.